Hey everyone, let me show you how we add images into the pages of our projects, the inner pages. So for instance, I'm on the site and on the front page, yeah, there are plenty of images here. Everything's done as far as that goes. There's image, wherever there should be images. Now, what if we make these pages on the inside of the website? So let me just open some of these menu pages. It could be any page off the sitemap going on down. Let me just start with the obvious. They're all the same right now. So here they are. They've got the table of contents, sidebars, everything except it's just a big block of text right now. It's got internal links, external links, everything's great. It's written out right, but no images, just big wall of text. It's like that on every single page, okay? So any page I get off the sitemap, no matter what I just up and choose, has the exact same situation. Okay, there's like 60 odd pages on the site, like 62. Let's go ahead and insert images through all those pages right here, right now. So I went to this section of the system. I'm going to insert image, not video, not right now. This is a page marker. If I wanted to insert images only into a section without inserting into the other sections, I just want to isolate pages, that's what I would use that for. When we uploaded the pages, we categorized them into groups called markers, page markers. So we use page markers to define the groups of pages that belong together. So that way, if we wanted to upload images for different sections of the site, like if you have supplements you want to sell and you've got this kind of supplement for your eye, for your health, for, against colds, then you could actually categorize each of those things. Or if, for instance, you're doing fitness training and you've got workouts for buys, workouts for tries, workouts for chest, workouts for lats, whatever, you could categorize those. A locksmith, it could be emergency, automotive, residential, commercial. So if we're uploading different sets of images that we want to jive with the different sections of the website, we can do that here. Then you might think, well, what if we just do generic images and we get them all into the pages, and then later we think, well, we should really isolate. Well, we can do that. We have an option for overriding images. So we can actually go from generic that was site-wide, smiley, happy people, cross juxtaposed with the industry. But then later we want to get more specific. We can always overwrite, and we can do it one set at a time or two or three, whatever it is that makes sense. So what's the domains? Now, in this case, it's just one domain. I'm just showing you, I could do this on many domains at once. I could do it on 400 domains at once, or 100 if they all belong to each other. Okay, we're going to put images into the paragraph, so we don't need links, no clickable links. We're not trying to make these images click to anywhere. We could use clickable links on these images. But we would normally reserve it for banner ads, right? Banner ads are the bigger images that we stick either in the top, the middle, or the bottom of the page, and you want them to be clickable. And yes, you could have 3 banner ads. You can have one at the top going anywhere, another one in the middle going the same place or a different place, and then the one at the bottom could go anywhere. And it could be the same images, different images. So whatever images we have in our zip file, it's just going to cycle through the links as it goes through wherever it is we put the pages. Or if I put nothing up in here, it's optional, then it's site-wide, right? Okay, well, these are just standard images, like I said, so no links. So let me go ahead and drag this. I've got a zip file with images, about 50. You might think, wait a minute, how big do they have to be? And the answer is it doesn't really matter, because after you run the images up, we also have a resize tool, just to show you real quick. Resize images. And that allows you to confine the width, and it'll go through and move everything to that. So as long as your images started off bigger, it'll shrink them to the right size. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, now, and then otherwise small, what is small? It's like 400 pixels wide, is an image that fits into a paragraph nicely. Even 300 pixels wide. 300, 400, maybe you can get away with 500. It's getting a little big, but you can do that. Okay. Are we going to add these to the menu pages? Well, I just opened menu pages. That's what these are. I opened a few of them. So yeah, let's put them in the menu pages. The only page that wasn't in the menu was the one I reached down into the sitemap for, something way down here. But like I said, there's 60 odd pages on the site. So we're going to add them to the menu pages. And of course, they're going to go through the sitemap anyway. Now you might think, why separate that? Well, it could be that the pages up here are your pitch pages And everything else below that in your sitemap that is not attached to your top menu are informational pages. Could be that images are going to be different in those two cases. You know, you'll use one stack of images for your informational and a different stack that helps you pitch your stuff. Okay? So there you go. And again, that's why we have the override option. You can always start and see how it looks, and you can always change it if you want. And in case you don't know, we also build in DALL-E 3. So you can auto-generate images even if you didn't have them, and they'll already be the right size. Okay. We're going to position these not at the top, the middle, or the bottom. We're going to put these through the paragraphs. And that's cool because it means that it's going to put them in different places smartly through the paragraphs, so it's not all on one side or on the other straight down the middle. You'll see in a minute. Now, HTML code. Whenever we do these, like I said, we could do banner ads. And if we do a banner ad, we might want to draw people's attention to it. And if we do, we might want to put in a heading above it that gets people's attention on that image. It's kind of like click the image below to be taken to, or to get, or to join the webinar, or browse our selection, or buy our stuff, whatever it is. And then after the image comes the paragraph, right? Which again is optional. I could use it or not. The point of the paragraph is I can close the image. After the image, I can summarize something I want to say about, hey, click the image above, and it'll give you all this value, whatever it is. I can even put in clickable links. You know, I can bold things. I can use basic HTML in here. I could do multiple paragraphs. I could do paragraphs and headers and stuff up here, anything I want. So it's very flexible. Now, in this case, all we want is that little image code, the thing that means this is where the image goes in relation to all the rest of this stuff. Well, we don't want any of the rest of the stuff. We just want to put the image into the pages right now. Does that make sense? So there you go. Image, that, and this, that, and this. I mean, it's obviously this we chose, that we chose. Obviously, this is really, really fast. I'm just explaining it. Okay, here we go. Ready? And so it's going to put multiple images through 62 pages, right? Depending on the size of the page. Oh, it's done. Let's go ahead and take a look. So we'll start on the first page and we'll do a hard refresh. And sure enough, put an image up here, okay? And we're breaking up the big block of text. Then it's got another one down here. Not too many, not too few is kind of the idea. Then it's got one in the middle, all right? Not too many, not too few. Then it's got, again, one over here, you know, one over there. And again, it's just pulling them out of my zip file and cycling through whatever I put in that zip file. Okay, so how many images was that, by the way, on the page that it fitted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So if the pages are on average getting like 6 images each, or whatever they are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It just depends on how long the page is, right? That way you don't have too much unbroken text, okay? And anyway, if it's doing like, say, 7 on average through the entire stack of 62 pages, you know, it placed almost 500 images. Wow, how's that, right? Now, that's cool, isn't it? Even the sitemap pages, all the way down, like literally every page has been attended to. Okay, now with that in mind, what do you think the next bit of great value we can add to the images is for SEO purposes? Alt codes. So if I do an inspect on this, does it have an alt code? Nope, it's an empty tag where the alt code should go, meaning I haven't completed it yet. All right, I'm gonna bust this video off and start the next one, and guess what we'll do in the next one? Apply all codes to the images. So yeah, check for that next video and you'll see. Okay.